Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, of course, I put my phone right underneath the microphone because, why not? Why not? Got to be able to see, though. I have to make sure I'm putting the right thing on my glasses. That'd be bad, like weirdness, if I put something horrible on there. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh my God, who the hell's that? It's Lisa. She hasn't been on in a while. It's been a bit. I will agree. It's been a bit. We've had stuff and things, and Mr. Fry comes home tonight. That's really amazing. My uncle is back at his house from his broken hip, so that's nice. That's a little bit situated, and it's just been a lot of that this month. What do? You have to take care of family, right? Family comes first, and that's what I've been doing, is taking care of family. So it makes me lack in other areas, but learning to go with the flow with all of that. So good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And it is a gorgeous morning. It is a little chilly here. I thought it was supposed to be in the 70s or 80s today. What the heck? And what's with that temperature type? Oh, it's 47. Yeah, it's cold out. What's not going to 54? What's with the 70s and 80s in like end of October, early November? Anybody else? I mean, we had that here in Ohio yesterday. I was like, what in the hell is going on? I remember trick-or-treating in overalls and stuffed up like the Michelin Man in my costume. You try to figure out if you can put your costume over top of your snowsuit. But it is what it is. So anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to share real quick. I haven't done that in a really long time. I missed a phone call. Oh, how did I do that? It happens. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do readings. That's what we're going to do. Free the people. Cheers. Good morning. We are going to do some readings, so we're going to jump into it pretty quickly. I'm going to share this to a couple different groups really quickly. And because I haven't done that a lot lately. So, matter of fact, I haven't done it all. Facebook changes the algorithms, and then we have to change things again, right? Okay, let's do that. That's not done. Good morning. Jansen, good morning. How are you? Today's the day. Yes, today's the day Sam comes home. I was like, what's today? Sam comes home tonight from his job in Chicago, and he'll be working from Toledo at home again. So very exciting. If you have met Sam and myself in person, you know that we don't do well apart. Do you guys have somebody in your life that you don't do well apart from? Like you miss them so much. And Sam and I are absolutely, I mean, don't get me wrong, twin flames are tough, but he is absolutely we are two of the same. We really are. And but that also comes with the button of heads, right? We do that too. You guys just don't generally see it on here. We never argue. If we had an argument, it would feel really weird. Like really weird. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Let's do some readings this morning. And if everybody could share out to a group or invite friends, that would be great. Beautiful New Zealand. Good morning. Good morning, Brianna. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I haven't been on for a while, not consistently. With Sam coming home, I should be able to get a lot more done so that I can get on. Well, no, I'm not going to have to do as much by myself. Let's put it that way. And I'll be able to get on more consistently. And so with that, my name is Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life, and let's do this. So what I do is I don't pull from a list. I pull from when Spirit says, read for that person. Throw some emojis out there. That helps raise us in the boost things up. Here's the thing, when you don't get on them very often, you don't get a lot of, the algorithm gets messed up. Michigan is chilly today. Where are you at in Michigan? Yeah, Michigan. I'm from Erie in Monroe, Michigan, originally from Toledo, but I don't claim it. But it is chilly. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? That's how I can see who's in the room and who I'm supposed to be pulling from. We did a really, and I'm monologuing while this happens. Um, we had a really fun night last night. We did a gothic tea party and mediumship at the store. So we have a store, the Mystical Moons in Toledo, Ohio. We sell online as well. We're going to be doing some kick-ass sales for the holiday. So look up the Mystical Moons and save it, because when we say we're doing a sale, that means we don't buy kilos of stuff anymore. We buy specific pieces. And if you see a piece you like, you're going to have to grab it really quickly. So you're going to want to have that saved. Pieces like this, by the way. I just happen to have this on my desk, and it is stunning. I hope it shows well in this morning light. It does show well. Look at that. Look at those big, huge chunks of aquamarine in there. It doesn't show the color because they are really beautiful aquamarine blue, but well, you can see it kind of in that one. So we sell pieces. We're going to be selling a lot of pieces like this. We have several pieces like this, and then I can't remember what this is called. I can't remember. This is not lapis, by the way. I will guarantee you this is not lapis. It has a different name. It has some different crystals in there. Sam has been buying some unusual things. Anyways, Angel's been showing you the boards. You've been eyeing the boards. I have one I'm working on right now that is really truly beautiful. It is for a a priestess, a mystery school out of Denver, and I can't wait to get that one finished. But yeah, the super psychic crystal. It really is. I can't remember the name of it. Mr. Fry would know. But it does have lapis in it. And then I believe that is blue calcite in there as well, but I can't remember. Okay, so let's see. Who are we? Moon Mama 98. How are you this morning? Laura King is in the house, everybody. We will be doing the sale in store as well, but Sam will be doing it a little bit differently, because electronics, you guys, software, StreamYard, who is what you usually use here, went from $44 a month to $88 a month in 1 month. Like, they just said, that's what we're doing. Sonia, you're on my list to call today. They said, that's what we're doing. We're just going to start charging you $88 a month. Guess what? I like money more than that. So I'm going to be switching software to do lives. I know that's crazy, right? But what the new software allows us to do is show you a crystal and say, look, and I can put the link there and you can go directly to it and buy it during the live. You're like, you know what? This is the crystal of the day. You guys can go buy it over here. So that's what the new software I'm going to use does, but I don't know the name of it right off the top of my head. Okay. Moon Mama, you still here? Yeah, that price jump was ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's going to be better. I agree, Laura. I agree, Laura. Let's set up a day to do a live together. Yeah, Corrine says everything is going to jump up. Your site and software has jumped as well. Mine as well. And it's hard to not raise prices on the membership. But I'm not going to. The membership is $22.22 a month at the silver level, and that's where that's going to stay. So if you're a member and you're at 1111, you got in when it was golden, right? So you keep your 1111. That was we changed that at the beginning of last year. So, but 2222 is where the silver is right now. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be a great feature. Okay, Moon Mama. Oh, Moon Mama. That's funny. So in the background, I hear someday my prince will come. Now, I don't know what your romantic relationships are. I don't do that, right? Good morning, Liz. You've been in my mind. I had a Danny K dream first thing this morning, and I was talking to him. It was amazing. It was amazing. Anyhow, I'll remember and tell you what I remember in a little bit. So Moon Mama, You're waiting for your prince to come. That's what I hear. Someday my prince will come, right? So know that this, oh, okay. So they're talking about growth in your heart, allowing people to come in. I don't know if that's something you do or not, but they're like, open yourself up. Open unicorns and rainbows. I love it. Open yourself up, Moon Mama, to, oh, you're supposed to be grounding more, but open yourself up to love coming in. Create a flow, they're saying. Allow things to come and go. Don't just be, this is exactly what I have to have. I'm not going to do anything until this happens. Allow people to come in and out of your life. It's okay. It's okay to allow people to come in and out. No, I'm not saying go sleep around. They're just like, oh my God, this is that kind of broadcast. No, what I'm saying is it's okay to not find the right one right away. Some of us do and some of us don't. You need to smile more. You need to smile more. So what they're telling me is bring yourself up out of the dumps a little bit. Find something that you really enjoy doing. I don't know why they're showing detail work. They're showing detail work, like working with your hands and looking at things up close. If you had a craft that you did that way, or a skill that you did up close like that, make sure that you step back into that. Find some things that are going to create some joy in your life. And that is going to attract the perfect person. Okay. It's okay to have a list of what we want, right? But just know that what you put out, you get back. Good morning, everybody. What you put out, you get back, right? Watch The Secret. We went over this last night and at the tea party. I'm like, who's watched The Secret? And like only one person raised their hand. I'm going, no. Everybody should know this. They should teach this in school. What you put out, you get back. You put out a smile, you get that back. And I had to remind myself that this morning. I did. I had to remind myself because this past month has been such a whirlwind of activity that I can't even. I've been to the shop so little and I've been online less because I've been moving through stress, and that is what we generate when we do that. More anger, more stress, more issues. So yes, we all need reminders. We do. I also want to talk about the goddess Artemis for you. I know your name's Moon Mama, but I want to talk about the goddess Artemis for you in Greece, and finding your roots. And I'm not saying you're from Greece. I'm not saying you're Greek. What I'm saying is historically, within your past lives, you've had Greek experiences. You've had Celtic experiences. You've had African experiences. Look up the dogmen. Look up the dogmen. And I think we have a class on the dogmen, don't we, you guys? Members, do we have a class on the dogmen? I think we do. I found it fascinating because the dogmen, I know it's the weirdest thing, like dogmen. Yes, dogmen. They are some of the oldest tribes that have the deepest connections to extraterrestrials. And I'm going to tell you that that's what Artemis is an extraterrestrial energy that came down to Earth and was viewed as a god. That's what I want to say I believe it, but I work with them. I work with Artemis and Athena. So that was just information that was given to me. I can totally tell you what I know, what I've been told. So look up the dogmen and some of their traditions, and even look them up on a map and see where they're located. I can't remember if it's Africa or South America. I can't remember, but they are a fascinating culture. And there's something about that culture that your guides want you to look up. So hopefully that's helpful. All right, everybody, good morning. Do you have your coffee? I do. I'm having Michigan cherry coffee with peppermint mocha creamer. It's yummy. All right, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? And I hope you find something interesting there, because it just really seems to, I don't think anybody's probably heard me talk about them on a live. To have them popping up like that is just really odd. Good morning, everybody. So Elizabeth, Liz Caputa, oh God, it was past life. It was past life. So Liz and I and Renee, we have some connections with some older movie theater people, right? Movie stars. And one of them is Danny Kaye. Who knows who Danny Kaye is? Good morning, everybody. Wake and bake. Who knows who Danny Kaye is? The king of jesters. And this is about me overworking, right? Um, and I've been on the overwork trail for a while. But this month has really punctuated it for me. And it's I needed the kick in the ass. I really did, because my uncle was in the hospital, and after the anesthesia, he kind of went out of his head for 2 weeks and just was like babbling, and all he could think about was work. That was it, work. That's all he talked about was work, and not even like making sense. He just was totally out of his head. Anyways, so I sat there and I watched myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, my subconscious would transfer right over to this, because that's where it would go. Anyways, so this morning while I was laying in bed, it was 5:30 in the morning, and the dog had to be. And I'm laying there and I went back to sleep, and this is the best time to get your spirit messages, you guys. Right there in that twilight morning, or evening, right before you go to sleep, right before you wake up. And I was standing there talking to him, and he was like, overwork, work, 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 work. He was a detail-oriented person. So, Liz, you're going to have to back me up on this, because I'm just telling you what I picked up, because I don't know, right? Liz is, by the way, the expert on Danny Kaye, you guys. She runs a Danny Kaye um, group that is huge on Facebook. And if she can drop the link here, I highly suggest it. If you don't know who Danny Kaye is, you guys, go check him out, because he was this light, and this he just had so much humor in his life. But here's what I want to say about him, Liz, and you can yay or nay me on this either way. I really feel like he was very detail oriented as well. So things needed to be right. Things needed to be right. And I don't know if he would redo a scene until it was right, or if it was, I don't like this line, it needs to be rewritten. And then I'm not saying he was difficult to get along with. I'm just saying that he liked things to be done correctly. And if they weren't, there was a retake. And he also worked very long hours. And this is just what I'm picking up from this dream that I had this morning. He also worked very long hours. And I feel like he could have outworked anybody he worked with. He practiced a lot. And I feel like he would practice when he was just like if he was to stand at a bus stop, which he probably never would have done. Well, no, he would have. I think he would have been like, he couldn't have stood still. He couldn't have stood still. And I was somebody in his life. I was a female, and I know we know that about us, but I was somebody in his life that was there to temper that early on in his fame. And I was there to temper that and go, take some downtime. Come over here, sit with me. Let's relax. Here, have a drink, have a cigarette. I don't know. They smoked. I don't think he smoked. Did he smoke? I don't know. Anyway, but it just doesn't feel right. But he didn't have this. His body was restless. He had so much to do in his life. And I was the person that was sitting there going, relax, relax, relax. It's a safe space. That's all I knew. I was like a safe space. And I think we've talked about this before. I wasn't in his life the whole term. It was just a block of his life that it was a safe space where he could decompress. He did smoke. Why does it feel like to me, because that was my initial reaction, like have a cigarette, and have a drink and a smoke, but then it feels like wrong. Did he stop? Did he stop smoking? Because it feels like, no, I wouldn't do that. Anyways, it was just I woke up with this morning feeling like somebody else's safe space. But it was also, this is how spirit comes across, you guys. It was also a message to me to say, guess what? Put some freaking lipstick on and some eyeliner, and do something you really, really enjoy. And this is what I really, really enjoy. I enjoy being on here and reading. So this is how spirit communicates with us. We need to pay attention to these little things, right? We need to pay attention. And it's not a little thing, but we could consider it a little thing. We could go brush it off, and many of us do. But he ate healthy. That's what damaged his heart. Okay, gotcha. He broke Mach 2. Really? He broke Mach 2. Really? That's so cool. Your spirit guides told you to buy property in Michigan. Where at, Christine? I know a couple other people that their spirit guides have told them to buy property in Michigan. Isn't that funny? But Michigan has an energy. It does. Right here. If you're from Michigan, you know you're like here. I lived here. Sam's dad lives up over here. Towards the thumb. Yeah, yeah. Not by Detroit. Don't do Detroit. Okay. Moving on, you guys. Are you going to Colorado anytime soon? We were in Colorado last month. Last month, Paul? No, we're not. We don't have any plans, so maybe next year's. His moves were the best. He seems so full of energy. Right? Corinne says, I keep feeling like I'm meant to be up here in the mountains, but finding it hard to find a place. Just need to know I'm needing the right decision for myself and my daughter. Those chickens are pissed off at me because I haven't been outside yet. Country, by the water. Yeah, no Detroit. Oh, here's your car. Quit torturing yourself. This is not what you're going to read in the book for these, by the way. Quit torturing yourself, Corinne, with decisions and do what comes here, right? You know the answer to your question. You know your answer to your question. So you have to follow it and trust yourself. You can go to a billion psychics and, some will blow smoke up your ass. Absolutely. And some will tell you the truth. And my truth for you is nobody can tell you what to do. You have to follow your heart. And when the perfect one pops into your life, and maybe you haven't found it because the perfect one hasn't popped in. Right? Okay, moving on. He was a master chef. You need validation. You know what? And I'll tell you why, Corinne, because our brain becomes more settled when we have validation. Like when you, and this is, it's science. It's science. So if I sit here and say, you're doing the right thing, your brain, the left side of your brain engages and then allows the right side of the brain to dream. It allows it to follow the gut more. Okay. So dream, follow your gut. Go for it. Okay. Hopefully that's helpful. Hannah is new from the UK. Good morning, afternoon. It is the womb of Mother Earth. Very special. Michigan is beautiful. It is. Michigan's for lovers. Yes, it is. I know. She's like, I can tell all my clients the right answers. I just feel stuck myself. Isn't that the way? It's like intuitive's trick. All right, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Good morning, Christine. I'm going to meet Christina for lunch. I'm going to meet Christina for lunch. Who did I give the Prince Charming to? I just keep getting someday your prince will come. Sherry Ann, very sorry. Condolences. Sandy Foster, how are you? I miss you guys. I see Heidi posting all the time. But I haven't seen her. Really? I see posts, but not her. Rashmi. That was you. I just keep hearing it. Rashmi, I feel like you're just not moving forward on some of the things that could pretty protective of right here. Like you don't want to get hurt. You don't give too much of yourself to one person. They're talking about your reluctance to really move forward carefree on some issues. you probably overthink them. I'm going to say you're overthinking things to the point where you're not able to really throw your everything and your all into it. And you know how normal that is. So I'm going to show you the cards. They give me the Knight of Cups reverse. They're like, you're just not putting yourself out there as much as you could because you're overthinking things a lot because it feels like the give and take just isn't always out there. Like what you put out there, you don't feel like you're going to get back all the time. So it makes it really, really difficult. Gotcha. This is don't be afraid to be hurt because guess what? Life comes with lessons. Life comes with lessons. And I'm not saying you're going to be hurt. And by the way, this doesn't have to be about love. This doesn't have, good morning, everybody. It doesn't have to be about love. It can be about any area of your life. But they're saying, don't be afraid to put yourself out there on the line and move forward because that's the only, this is for Rashmi. That's the only way we grow. It's the only way we make advancements. We have to put ourselves out there to make those advancements. And in the end of it, you come across with this energy that says, I got this. I'm in charge. It's a life lesson that's going to help you figure things out. Yeah. Trusting anyone is a big deal, right, Christina? It is a big deal because what is it? How does it go? Shame on first time, shame on me, you, shame on me. I don't know. How does that go? Hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. That's it. I know I get to see Renee. So Billy Ann's on here too. We're going to be back in Chicago, Billy Ann, on the 16th and 17th. I actually have my calendar in front of me. On the 16th and 17th, we'll be back in Chicago, in Schaumburg. Absolutely. And then the week after that, we are in Cincinnati. And then 3 weeks after that, we are in Galveston, Texas. So we'll be going out on the cruise ship for the Spirit Heart Cruise and very, very excited about that. It's kind of been put to the back burner, though. I haven't really put a whole lot of thought into it because we've had other things going on, but very excited. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's it. Especially giving that trust and have it thrown away. Absolutely. I know it's hard to believe the year is almost over. When are we in Cincinnati? We are in Cincinnati oh gosh, I don't know if it starts on the 22nd or not. The 23rd and 24th in the very least. Yeah, the year's flown by. It happens when we plan every detail out, right, of our year. We work to the next goal. Let's get to the next thing. Let's get to the next thing. And every once in a while, a monkey wrench gets thrown in. And then all of a sudden you're trying to get to your next thing and you're trying to survive the thing you had pop up. All those things. Those are fun. I like those. We had so much fun at tea last night. It was a really good time. You have to sit every once in a while and just appreciate all the really incredible people you have in your life. And we tried. We tried to do that. Anyways, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I think I did that, but I missed it. Life is finally settling down. That is awesome. I've decided I need to walk through my days more grounded and more right here, right now. Doesn't matter if the house burns down. No, don't say that. I said that the last time I said that I bought, this is funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. Sam and I were going to live in Hawaii for a year, and it was Christmas time, and I was out shopping and I was walking down one of the aisles. Oh, there's there is her, I'm going to show this. So if you go the place to be for Danny K, the place to be for Danny K question mark, you don't have to put this back end here, this little stuff on the back, the MIBEX. You shouldn't have to put that on. But if you put facebook.com, the place to be for Danny K, her page will pop up. So I was in the store and I walked by fire alarms and I picked up 3 fire alarms because we'd been in the house for a long time and it had fire alarms, and so I was replacing them. I come home and I said to the boys, here are 3 fire alarms. Put them up right away. And I was joking and I said, if the house catches on fire, get the dogs and get out. That's what I said. I'm a mom. Don't worry about the house. If something were to happen, grab the animals and get out. And then we went and scooted our way off to Hawaii. And we were in Hawaii for 2 days. And we were in Hawaii for 2 days. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning Hawaii time. Of course, we're still not used to this, right? And I get a phone call. And Mike, good morning, Katrina. The first thing I hear is my daughter-in-law. And she goes, Lisa, I'm going to start with everybody's okay. The Richard's in the ambulance, but everybody's okay. And I'm like, what the hell? The house caught on fire. So, anybody ever see the State Farm commercial with the dog jumping out the window with the pizza box? Yeah. It was Buford, got a pizza box. He went to get on the stove to get a pizza box and he lit the gas light on the gas fire stove on and burnt the whole downstairs of the house. So, mom says put up a fire alarm. Put up a fire alarm. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Sandy Foster. Sandy Foster. So follow your gut, you guys. And my father and my oldest child put the fire out before the fire department got here. They worked the fire for 45 minutes before they even called the fire department. They could have been hurt so bad. And he was in the hospital in the ambulance because he fell down the steps and broke his ankle. And they treated him for smoke. I know. Never start the phone call with everything's okay. She drew the short straw. Okay. Where'd she go? Sandy Foster, are you still here? Just cute. I'm still here. I still hear. Someday your prince will come in the background. It's so funny. Okay. Ooh, Sandy. Okay. You always draw the short straw too. All right. So Sandy, I'm going to talk about it's time to cut some chains. It's time to let go of some things that have been maybe a mainstay in your life, and it could very well be a pattern. Time to start stepping into the good morning, Coretta. Stepping into the you're getting ready to shift gears and you're just not there yet. How to put this? It's time to cut some ties to some not so great thought patterns or patterns that you've had in your life. This is one of those things that we're so used to doing it, it's a subconscious thing. Okay? Time to start letting go of some of those things because they are not helping you. They're not helping you. And it's going to take you a little bit to think about and figure out what it is. Or maybe you already know. Good morning, Susie. Well, thank you so much. Because what it's doing is taking away some of the things in your life that would seem magical. All right. And it's you're kind of missing out on the next step of and it's so interesting because as I'm talking about this, that next step feels like you're stepping out onto nothing. It's a trust fall. It's a trust fall. And it's whatever this thing is that's holding you back, this pattern, this thought pattern or physical pattern you do throughout your day. The next step is a trust fall, and you have to be able to let go of control to do that. Okay. And you have to just let it happen. Oh my goodness. When you're meditating, do you allow that float feeling? Does anybody else experience this? When I get really, really, really into meditation, because I do shamanic journey and I'm always working towards getting deeper and deeper, I will meditate within a meditation. Anybody else do this? So I will get into my meditation, and as I'm walking around in my meditation, I will sit down and meditate again. Anybody? I know we teach this, and there's a class on this in the membership. We will actually, you hit record, yay! So meditate or meditate, go down deeper, whatever. But they're talking about you do allow that, good, because when you start to feel that floaty feeling, it almost feels like like your head's a balloon and getting ready to just. You have to let things like that happen. Okay. Um, Allow spirit to step in and really, really bring in that sensation. Because you're moving also forward with the spiritual aspect of things, but you're moving over into how can I use this and incorporate this into my life to create a foundation for some other things. So they're talking about how you're going to build things, how you're going to create things. The only thing that would stop you from doing this is your own self-doubt, turning away from um, your worth or your value. And you really need to start. So, looking at this whole thing right here, it's time to start letting go of the things that limit you, because you do have value. And I know that this is, it's almost like stepping into a nothing, into an abyss. But once you start letting go, you're going to start to see that all areas of your life start to blossom. And I know that you have a wonderful family and a wonderful spirit connection. So I can't tell you what this is. And if you don't know what it is right now, don't worry about it. You'll know eventually. And you'll go, oh crap, that's what Lisa was talking about. Just kind of look at some of the patterns that you have. Is there a small limiting belief? Good morning, Renee Shelley. Kind of just watch some of the things you do and see what it is and create a shift. And like I said, if it doesn't make any sense right now, it will. Okay, gonna get a whoop whoop. Someday my prince will come. It's just there. Ooh. And on top of it all, I have had a kick-ass cold for the last week, courtesy of my very best friend, Shannon. She's like, let's go get ice cream. I'm like, but I'm running around Toledo. Let's go get ice cream. And I'm like, oh, fine, let's go to Eric's. So we go to Eric's and we're like, don't touch me, don't get close to me. We only sat in the same car. And I come away with her funk. I'm like, damn it. Okay. Let's go with Susie. Susie with the lotus flower. Susie with the lotus. Aw, Marisol, thank you. I haven't been on very much though. I'm going to get back, and I'm going to also start. I'm not making promises. Never mind. Cars are bacterial breeding grounds. I believe it, man. I think I just stepped out of her car and my nose started running. Susie. Susie, I want to talk. Are you medium? Are you medium? This is not a trick question, but kind of. Yes. Okay, good. uh, I would expect an uptick in communication for you. There's something that you have going on. Oh, this is so interesting. This is actually just straight channel. They're like, your connection, I don't know why it's your foot. Um, but they're specific and they say it's through your left foot. I don't know if you have an issue. I'm horrible at left, right. I know that, but they say left, so I'm going to say it. Um, something about the way you walk or something when you're grounding. I don't know why they're talking about this left foot, but they're saying that your energy is connecting straight down into the earth. They want you to strengthen that. You have a new level of communication and connection coming. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Do you do any type of communication with Pleiadians or extraterrestrial energies? Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that. Okay. That's so fun. Feeling it. Okay. This is just a suggestion. Okay. I am going to suggest that, okay, great. Look, we're samesies. I'm going to suggest that when you meditate, oh my gosh, step into Telios, at Shasta. Go underground. Go underground. Purposely go meditate to Telios. Okay? There's something for you there. Have you ever been there before? Have you ever meditated there? I had it happen spontaneously and it was like mind blowing. Mind blowing. Mm. It is going to pop up your don't research it. Telios. I believe that's how it's spelled. Do not research it. Visualize yourself walking up to the mountain, going up a trail and stepping into a cave, and then just walk down the cave. The cave will light up for you. It'll be fine. Okay? Don't worry about it being dark. It won't be. Just try it. That's all I can say is try it, because they're like, this connection is going to take you to a whole new level. Love working with extraterrestrial energy. But for whatever reason, they really want to step in for that on you. And that also has to do with ancient Lemuria, being a star seed, having connections to Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt. What is that? Why do I want to cough? Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so whatever it is you have going on, I also want to talk about your throat chakra. I want you to work on that throat chakra. Sometimes being able to speak about some of the things we have going on in our life that may be a little bit weird. Do you have people to talk to? Because not every intuitive does, right? That's how the membership opens, you guys. Because when Sam and I started at 38, we didn't have anybody else to talk to. We had a couple teachers and everything else was just weird for us. And we had some friends that would listen, but they probably thought we were batshit crazy. And make sure you're talking about these. These things need to be heard out loud. Okay. Boy, they're really talking about a gear up of your meditations and a gear up of your mediumship and a gear up of your clairvoyance. I want to talk about transmediumship. Not everybody wants to do transmediumship. Not everybody's called to do it. It can freak you out a little bit. But if it's something you're interested in, message me. I mean, I love transmediumship. I don't do it as often in the last 2 years since my father passed. But there is something about just letting go and allowing things to happen. There are so many wonderful people in the group, Renee. There are so many. I think I'm going to open the group in the morning between like 9 and 10. Invite people in the group if you get on and talk to people. There's an open hour in the morning when people can come on. Billy Ann says, I had a really weird dream that kind of spooked me. In my dream, I was in the shower and my mom came in, but she was an alien of some kind, and I woke up and saw her as soon as I saw her, and then there was another standing behind her. Weird. Yeah. I actually love extraterrestrial. So we've talked Moldavite, right? You guys know how much Moldavite is. We bought Moldavite before Moldavite was like the in thing to buy. And now it's so pricey, right? So a gram of it is spicy price. But I was going through some stuff the other day and I found one of our pieces of moldavite. This is our piece of moldavite, guys. It is a little large. It's a big piece of moldavite. And this is one of the traditional types of, because moldavite is a pseudo meteorite, and it is the reaction from the ground, the meteorite hitting the ground, and the sand in the area, the chemical compositions of moldavite being green. It's so big. Um, because it was the spray out of the sand, right? That liquefied into glass. And this is the result of that. The teardrop shape is the result of that spray out. So we bought this before it was popular, and I would love to, obviously we're not going to sell a piece because, I mean, why? I could retire on this eventually, but you know, it's so big. Christina, it's so funny because she just typed in, it's so big, but I know Christina. So, because that's why I'm laughing. I know. But what a really interesting dream, Billy. And I think we should have an evening where we talk about our extraterrestrial experiences. Oh my God, Renee. I hear you too. All right, everybody. With that, you're very welcome, Susie. I would love, message me to see what you find. I would love to hear what you find and tell us. The first time I went, it was totally spontaneous. I had no intention. I didn't even know it was there. And since then, I've been inside Mount Hood and McKinley as well. And there's different, I didn't know about it. I had no idea. And then it just happened. And I mean, it's amazing. You have the Moldavite, Tektite, and Herkimer diamond. Ooh, I like that. All right, guys. With that, I hope everybody has a beautiful morning. I appreciate everybody for being here, and I am making an effort to be here more. This is my fun time. This is my downtime, and this is my joy. So I need to get back to my joy. Less work, more joy. More joy. All right, everybody. Off I go. So find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And he will be here tonight. So we will be back online doing lives in the evenings together. And I'm so excited to have him home. So everybody, have a great weekend. And if you're in Defiance area, we're going to be in the mall at the craft sale tomorrow in the mall, as well as the store. So, ta-da! And don't forget, someday your prince will come. I don't know. Everybody needs to hear that, I guess. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Or good day. Good morrow. All right. Bye.